The Adventure Time finale is just a few weeks away, and surprisingly, there's been a few trailers for it. I'm not sure if these have actually aired on TV, but at least Cartoon Network is addressing the show exists. Anyways, let's talk about the most recent promo and see what sorts of secrets we can uncover. This trailer starts off similarly to other ones with a montage of quotes. What's interesting to me is that these all look like new animations. They're probably done in Flash, but still it's neat to see they put the effort into making trailer exclusive animations. This montage happens in space, and then we pan down to an actual clip from the episode. But the starry sky might have some significance in this episode. The first promo art and the background for logos in all these trailers have a starry sky. The Season 6 promos had a similar aesthetic, and those episodes had a lot of events inside of Prismo's space-like dimension. Maybe it's just like that because it looks cool, but we'll have to wait and see. Next we see some action-packed war scenes featuring Gumball's giant cake mechs that were shown in the most recent episode, Gumbaldia. It goes without saying that we can expect some cool action in this finale. Next there's a shot of Finn witnessing Fern turn into a pterodactyl. Finn looks pretty intimate with Fern here, so my theory is that Fern has a change of heart and joins Finn at some point in this finale. And when he does join Finn, he also changes forms. It also looks like this scene happens at Finn and Jake's treehouse, or perhaps Fern built his own treehouse or something. After this, we have probably the coolest shot in the whole trailer. We see young Marceline looking over a burning wasteland. At first I thought this was the beginning of the Mushroom War, but that can't be the case since Marcy has Hambo with her, and we saw Simon give her that when the war already happened. Though Simon isn't with her here, so it's likely this shot takes place after Simon left her. But why is this shot here? How does this fit into the context of the episode? In other trailers, we see Marceline say, "This is a war I have to fight," and here we witness her seeing some sort of disaster. So maybe this flashback is featured because she's explaining that she's seen the apocalypse before and doesn't want to see it again. Or heck, maybe she's witnessing Golb do something crazy. We won't really know until the finale airs, but it's really cool that the Mushroom War is going to tie into this episode. Next there's a fight scene between some sort of crazy hybrid demon and the Vampire King? It certainly looks like it. Marceline absorbed that evil essence in the Dark Cloud episode. Maybe she has some sort of control over it now, and unleashes it to help fight. Can't say I know what this other monster is though. Probably something created by Gumball. Next we see Finn, Jake, and PB get blasted away by some crazy powerful force and... what's this? Finn's robot arm is missing. That's a bit of a spoiler, but I guess Finn will lose his robot arm at some point. Also, this blast looks like TV static, and in the clip released for this episode, you can see Normal Man, Betty, and Maja teleport away with a TV static effect. I think it's safe to assume that this shot happens when Golb first appears. I think static is a really cool aesthetic to use for that. Maybe they'll go the regular show finale route and throw in some fourth wall jokes. We still know nothing about Golb, so I'm really excited to see what his deal is. Now we watch Jake approach something, probably Golb, and change it to his true form. I thought they'd be done with that concept after the Star Child episode, but it's cool to see it one last time. Golb probably has some sort of magic powers that hinder Jake's abilities. Maybe it'll have a similar effect on Ice King, like the Betty episode. Also, Jake says they'll be talking about this for years, which is interesting because the released clip for this episode has Beemo narrating over it in past tense. So the historical significance of this episode is going to be an important plot point. There's been a lot of foreshadowing in the series about Jake potentially dying, so maybe this shot comes from a peak moment of tension where Jake risks his life. But it's very unlikely they'll actually kill him off. That would be insane. This needs to have a happy ending. But maybe this won't have a happy ending. Adventure Time always does what it wants, so we'll have to see. The final shot shows Finn on the ground asking for help. The background looks like the floor of their treehouse, or perhaps it's where he was with Fern in that other shot. Finn's right arm is obscured by the camera angle, but I think he's asking for help because something is happening to it. Maybe this is where he loses his robot arm, or maybe it's something worse that happens later in the episode. It looks like this finale is going to be really epic. But Adventure Time has a lot of continuity, so we don't really know what arcs will be concluded and what will be left open. I think they'll definitely resolve Ice King and Betty's story, and maybe something related to the ice thing will happen, but other than that, I don't have any solid predictions about what will happen in this episode. But that's what's fun about it. Even with all these promos and clips, it's still hard to predict. I can't wait to see what happens. Come Along With Me airs September 3rd in the United States. I can't find an exact time the episode will air, but I assume it'll be 7 or 7:30 p.m. Eastern, like it usually is. Also on September 3rd, there will be an all-day marathon of fan-favorite Adventure Time episodes. And before September 3rd, there will be Adventure Time fan events in Sydney, Australia and Los Angeles. So look into those if you live in those areas. I hope you're looking forward to the finale. Comment any of your own expectations or theories. I'd love to read them. Thanks for watching.